Whoa, what's going on? Welcome back to the Hustle Sports Fantasy Podcast. I'm your host, T. Will. I got a special episode tonight for this one. I got my family on here, got my nephew KJ, got my big bro Keedric on here. Hey, we're gonna recap the fantasy season. We're in the last week of our matchup, getting ready for them playoffs. So they here to help out, help prep y'all for the playoffs as well. Hey, what's going on with y'all? How y'all doing?
We good. We good. What's going on? Just ready to
Cool, and
do
ain't
this
doing.
thing.
I ain't got much going on. Cool and ready to get this going.
All right, cool. Ready to get this going. Yeah, hear everybody good. Good to hear that. Yeah, we're gonna go and jump up in here, recap it. Now, real quick, just want to make sure real quick before we get started, make sure y'all follow at Hustle Sports Net on X, the Hustle Sports Network on all platforms across there. Check us out. You already know we here for the prep, numbers over narratives. So let's go and jump into it. Keisha, I'll come to you first. This just to make sure you let the people know this your first year playing fantasy basketball, correct?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so what shocked you the most about fantasy?
I would have to say probably just the fact that it just kind of make you lock in more of the basketball, just keeping up with the stats and actually wanting to watch random games. So all of that was a little bit shocking for me, but it just made me lock in a little bit and become more of an NBA fan.
Okay. And do you think locking in on random games did that make fantasy easier for you?
It just made me feel, more like I was in tune with what what players can do and their stat lines and their capabilities and stuff like that. But you just had to figure out you had to keep up with the game in order to be able to compete, from week to week.
Yeah. Hey, there go that numbers over narratives that I be talking about, making sure you locked in on the information, making sure you checking them games out. KJ, I'm gonna swing that same question to you. What this before I jump into that, this is your first year playing fantasy basketball as well?
Yeah,
Okay. So what shocked you the most about it?
probably. What probably shocked me the most is really just some of those players that really ain't like the Luke that ain't Luca, but they putting up the same amount of fantasy points. So kind of like those lower tier players who really putting up the same amount of fantasy points as more of the big names.
Yeah. Kind of make you look at the game differently. Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't just all offense and defense. It got a lot more to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What so do that make fantasy easier for you? Just like looking for players that ain't really the big name guys.
Yeah, it do because it make you think about what does this player bring to this team, and 9 times 10, if they more of a defensive player, then they gonna bring a little more fantasy points in than somebody who just purely a bucket.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that because y'all boys was trading edge cone like it wasn't nothing, boy. y'all, y'all boys was trying to get off edge cone. Them buckets wasn't getting it
Yeah.
for y'all. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good point though, because I ain't gonna lie, I was able to scoop Jared Allen because Brazy Boys dropped. I couldn't believe he dropped him, son. Like you look, I mean, everybody know Jared Allen can hoop, but he ain't going crazy. But you look at his fantasy production, people like him, they go crazy
yeah, especially since they got Harden
Oh
now.
yeah.
since they got Harden. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially got Harden. Yeah, so stuff like that too. I think that kind of make it easier, but it also like change up the dynamic, like trades like that. You know, that hard move, I think, opened up a little bit of everybody on Cleveland for sure.
Nah, for
Yeah, for
sure.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, we just, capped off the, what the experience was like for the first time, fantasy players, you know. tap in, share if that's been your experience, or if you got a different experience, make sure y'all, tap in, let me know, or let us know what make it easier, what surprised you by playing fantasy. So we're gonna keep it pushing to the biggest fantasy surprise. I'm gonna come to you with this one, KJ. Who is a player that outperformed expectations that probably helped some people win leagues? It could be on your team or it could be league wide.
Fantasy surprise. I ain't gonna lie. Probably. I'm gonna say Jalen Johnson and I'm gonna say I don't know, but I'm gonna start with Jalen Johnson though, just because I feel like he was slept on for the longest.
Nah, he was.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah, he
most
was.
Like,
definitely.
ain't nobody thought he was finna be who he is right now.
Mm-mm.
He done jumped all the way to an all-star, so he can definitely help some people win.
He the number one ranked forward in ESPN fantasy. I ain't
Hmm.
gonna lie. I was just updating his stats for the top performers list that I was doing over the course of the season. I just was changing his stats. He was getting after. That's a great one. That's a great one. Who you got,
Oh
kid?
yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go with somebody off my squad because I kind of been more locked in on mine.
Okay.
But probably a shocker would be probably Ryan Rollins. I felt like as a young guard, you know, I don't think, he averaging 35.6 fantasy points. I feel like most people probably wouldn't expect him to be as consistent as he is. So that's what I would have to go with. I mean, he ain't no big timer like Jalen Johnson, but consistency, I mean, you can guarantee he's gonna put 30, 35 up every night. So you can bank on that.
When I asked the question, that's actually who my mind went on, Ryan Rollins.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
I was watching them the other night, a couple weeks ago against Miami, I think. And I ain't gonna lie, it might not be a bad idea to trade Giannis and just build around Ryan Rollins and Kevin
Oh,
Porter Jr.
oh, for sure. He's definitely a centerpiece you could definitely build around. Yeah, that
Yeah,
would. I mean, if you get some talent back, but you definitely can build around him.
yeah. I like they wing play up there in Milwaukee. They got a solid squad for sure. Uh, who I come back to you, Keedric. Who shocked you the most this year?
Shocked me the most. I'm gonna go with Paulo Banchero. I knew he was a strong player, but since I drafted him, I was able to watch him closer, and I didn't realize he was such an all around player. And night in, night out, he had a little point where he was injured, but once he come back from injury, it was like he was never gone. So yeah, Paulo did put up some numbers for me. So like right now, I'm looking at him. He got 40 right now in the third with 10 minutes left. So he can have a 50, 60 point night tonight. So
Hmm.
but
And that's against Milwaukee. We was just talking about Milwaukee. Yeah.
yeah,
So hey,
yeah,
Bankera be hooping. He be hooping for sure.
yeah.
What about you, KJ? Who shocked you the most this
I'm gonna
season?
probably I'm gonna probably have to go with Castle.
Oh yeah.
Castle,
Yeah,
Yes.
he jumping quick. He finna be an all-star real soon.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 I
Can't nobody deny that. Two-way,
nah.
both ends. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one of them weeks you was top scorer. I had shouted your team out, and he had led your whole team in scoring for the week. Castle, yeah, he been hooping like
Yeah.
crazy.
Castle dog.
What he had a 40-point triple double about a month ago.
Man, he had put up 92 fantasy points.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy the Spurs able to get that though.
yeah. And to still have Fox.
Still got Fox. Still
Everybody
got
young.
yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna
Still
be.
got Dylan Harper.
Yeah.
They're gonna be there.
That's a good
Yeah.
one. Stephon Castle. That's a good one. I ain't gonna lie. Who shocked me the most is Kevin Porter Jr. I mentioned him a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think now the fact that he ain't in the off the court, he ain't got the off the court issues. You can see he really could just hoop. Like we all knew he could hoop. Like he had the talent, but it was a lot of extra stuff with him.
It was.
Now he been able to lock in and play. He having a good year. Like he, I think if I am mistaken, I think he won top 10 fantasy guards this season. So yeah, Kevin Porter probably the one who shocked me the most.
Nah, he definitely a bucket.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. But he do a little bit of everything. Got vision. You know what I mean? Like he got a decent passer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So on the other side of that, we talked about who shocked us, who was good, who going crazy, who the biggest fantasy disappointment. Keedric, I come to you.
I'm at to go with Jeremy Grant with Portland. I'm holding on to him, and I'm ready to drop him at any moment. But as soon as I consider dropping him, he'll put 25, 30 up for me or 40. But man, he been killing for me. Every night I look at him, I'm like, man, he ain't doing nothing. So yeah, Grant, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if he's going down. It's just a bad year for him, or he had a couple of injuries, but yeah, I don't know what the deal is with Grant.
So part of that probably Avdija too, though. Avdija going crazy up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he ain't get the same amount of touches he normally get, but he just fell off.
I'm surprised you ain't try to package him.
I did, man. Nobody wants to take him. I was down there giving him away a couple of weeks ago, but nobody was biting on it, so I had to hold on to
Oh yeah. Nah, I can't
him.
catch no Jeremy Grant.
Nah.
I ain't gonna lie, he look like one of them players that should have been better than what his career
Nah.
ended up being.
Yeah, he long. I mean, slim, athletic. Yeah, you would think. He started out good though. The last few seasons, he was putting up
Every time
solid
he had a good
numbers.
season, he fall off.
Yeah.
Every time he have a good season, he fall off.
Because he had a good season. He was going to be an all-star in OKC. And then
He
he just fell
was.
off.
He was. I forgot about that. Man, that was a little minute ago, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, yeah.
Yep. You want him?
Oh, trade deadline gone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So yeah, the roster's locked.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
Yeah.
if you want to drop him, and I
Yeah,
screw
that's
you,
what I
that's one
mean.
thing.
Look, we still
Not,
can do something. You can drop
yeah,
somebody I want, and then I can drop
yeah,
him.
yeah. I hear
We
you.
can make
I
it
ain't gonna lie.
work.
I like how my roster is shaped up at this point, though. I ain't
Oh
gonna lie.
yeah. Oh yeah. You've been looking good.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, you've been looking.
You
Yeah,
play
you've been
this
looking good.
game, everybody not injured no more. You good.
Yeah. Hey, the DeJounte scoop though. Watch that.
Tatum
Yeah.
too. Tatum, he fooled
Yeah,
me.
that was a
That
big one.
You know what? Hey, and it's crazy. I think it was so many different like reports coming out about Tatum. Like
Yeah.
they kept making it seem like he was gonna come back quicker than he actually was. So I grabbed him in like December because they was talking like he was gonna come back in January, and then I dropped him, and you ain't really hit no more. But yeah, I appreciate you dropping him though.
I dropped him because they was acting like he was gonna come back in April.
See,
Or
all right, I think we lost you there, KJ.
dang.
Oh, we hear you. We just don't see you.
Yeah.
All right. So to keep the conversation moving, though, who your biggest disappointment this year, KJ?
Definitely gotta. I got two. It gotta be a Sar Thompson, and Ja.
Mm. Oh yeah, Ja.
Ja did me dirty.
You still got Ja?
No, I ain't got Ja no more.
Oh
I had to
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, nah, I don't know what's going on there. It's over with
get.
in Memphis though. What y'all think?
Yeah, they need to go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, they need to come cut Ja. Yeah, he
Cut? Not
done.
even trade him?
Cut?
Yeah, I would. That just me. Yeah, when it comes to Ja, somebody who don't want to show no kind of professionalism. Yeah, I mean, you gonna trade him, but I just feel like every team gonna have the same problem with him. He just one of them guys that
He
to me he don't deserve to be in the league.
Yeah.
But
he
time will
just need
tell.
he need too much surrounded by him. Like he too much of a slasher as a guard. He need too many shooters around him. He ain't got no shooters on his team. He don't look that good. Now he don't want to play no more.
Exactly. It's too emotional.
Now you don't want to play no more.
Yeah.
And hey, it do look like that though. Bane got traded. Dylan. That's when it went downhill though, when they got rid of Dylan though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it
Now
looked
they
like
got
they
rid of
got the
Jaren
team
Jackson.
though. Yeah, they got rid of Jackson, so it looked
Yeah,
like
I
they
wouldn't want
starting
to
over
play either.
anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, Ja next. Probably an off-season trade. He probably go somewhere. I just don't where y'all think he can go, where he can have an immediate impact.
Mm.
Mm, maybe New Orleans might not be a bad spot for him. Not that he
I
just kind of somewhere he can go and either
I think
Washington or New Orleans, somewhere like
I,
that is where he probably need to go.
I think I think he'll be decent in Minnesota and Atlanta. That's what I'm gonna say.
Atlanta, interesting. That one interesting.
Hmm.
I know that I've been seeing like some rumors about him going to Minnesota. That's one of the places he want to go at least to link
Yeah.
up with Ant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, At might could do something with him.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah. Cause that's Ant team, so Ja just gotta
yeah,
he just gotta put up some 18 and 10. That's better than what Mike Conley and them other guards they got doing.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. They need guard help. So okay, who is you say Azar Thompson?
Yeah, Sar,
He ain't doing nothing.
he ain't doing nothing. He a defensive presence, but he ain't got no offense for real. So it's like if he don't have a crazy good defensive game, he ain't putting up no numbers.
Yeah,
And it's also a situation, I guess, because they got Cade and all of them. So see
yeah.
what his
To me,
twin
it look
doing.
like you say what?
So you see what his twin doing.
Yeah, yeah. He hooping.
He
It
hoop.
seemed like it seemed like the way Detroit constructed though, it ain't really a lot of space for him to show offensively. Like
Nah.
it's like K got a lot to do with their offense.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So all right. So your disappointments was Azar and Ja. Keys, you had Jeremy Grant, right?
yeah,
All
yep.
right. So KJ, I'm gonna come back to you. Who are you never drafting again?
Ja. I ain't never draft Ja. And anybody that's too injury prone,
Yeah.
like the Anthony Davises and the people who wear street clothes.
Hmm.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie. I almost trade. I tried to trade Chet for AD. I tried to trade Cat for AD. Luckily, bro would never responding. I would have been stuck with that.
Oh yeah, you'd have been mad at that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
you
yeah.
would feel like how I feel right now with Curry trading Ant Edwards for Curry. I like Curry because I follow him, so that's kind of why I traded for him so I could watch him play. But man, I don't know. Curry been injured a lot this year.
When last time he played? Felt like he ain't played in about 2 months, huh?
About before
Uh,
break, huh?
yeah, a little
Before
bit.
All
Yeah,
Star.
yeah, about a month. It's been at least about a month, month and a half. He's supposed to be back on the 13th, they saying, but we'll see. But yeah, yeah, he been banged up a little bit. He's getting older.
Yeah, yeah. So who you never drafting again, Keys?
Um, I might go back with Jeremy Grant. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go back with him. Yeah, I would touch him again. Uh, yeah, I got to go with Grant. Everybody else, I've been I've been satisfied with everybody else. I mean, I can't complain. I done pretty good in this league. So, but Grant will be the only person that really didn't pull that weight.
Yeah, yeah. So that's actually was gonna lead me to my next question. You actually answered it. KJ, so you satisfied with your early draft picks?
No, no,
Okay.
because Ja was one of my early draft picks. I probably picked him up like fourth or fifth, my fourth or fifth round.
Oh, that's
So
pretty
yeah,
high. Yeah, that's pretty high.
yeah.
Huh. Okay. All right. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. That's the thing about these drafts, especially this new NBA. I say new NBA, but it just seems like everybody be day to day.
Yeah, they don't want to play
Yeah,
those back to backs.
Man, I get
yeah,
on
that
the app
low,
every day. Somebody got day to day by their name.
yeah, that low management real boy. Yeah, it's real.
Yeah. So, hey, you hear it here. Go for the young dogs. You know what I'm saying? People who want to play. Uh, that's gonna help you build stability. Get towards that playoffs. The fantasy season is a long grind, so make sure y'all looking at stability. Consistency and repeatability for sure. For sure.
Yeah, because
I-
I got the Iron Man, Mikael Bridges, so I already know I can count on him to suit up every night. He average a little over 30. He inconsistent, but from a real stat point of view, but I know he gonna suit up every night, so that definitely makes a difference.
that's a good point because I'm looking at what he did today against the Lakers. He had a goose egg scoring, but he got 6 rebounds.
Yeah,
So yeah, that
exactly.
talk to the inconsistency. But he had five
Hmm.
assists, and he still finished with 14 fantasy points. So he had a steal, he had a block. So he did a lot of other things outside of scoring to still make him dependable, make him to be able to play. I see he averaging 35.9 fantasy
Yeah,
points on the course of the season. So he having a good fantasy year for sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He dependable from that point.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so make a note of that to the people out there when you building your squad. Make sure people could do a little bit of everything. Like I say, Mikael had a goose egg today, but he still finished with 14 fantasy points because of the rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. You're looking for that. You know what I'm saying? That's what like the old school people say that got your thumbprint all over the game. Now I wouldn't call it that for him, but I think that's one of those things. Like he can have a night where he it's his night.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So we're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna talk about the best fantasy player this season. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily the biggest name, but the flip side of Mikael Bridges, the person who consistently delivered. You know what I mean? So Keedric, who you got?
Mm, let's I'm gonna have to go with on my squad, I'm gonna say Bam. already shouted out Paulo Banquero was somebody that consistently delivered for me. But the next person is probably Bam. Bam Adebayo. Being a big, he gonna rebound, he gonna block shots. You know, he didn't put up some decent numbers for me. He averaging a little bit, I think right at 30, 31, 37 fantasy points. So, that them solid numbers there. So I might have to go with Bam on that one.
Had a 50 point fantasy game today.
Yeah, I see
24,
that.
yeah, 24, 9, and 6. So yeah,
Hmm.
flirted with a triple double. Yeah, Bam always been good. Good production. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like Bam. Who you got, KJ?
Mm, for me, it'll probably be Jalen Johnson and Ant. It would be Giannis too, but Giannis been dealing with some injuries, so consistency wise, it have to be Jalen Johnson and Ant.
I'm still tripped out, man. You was able to get him back, Jalen Johnson.
I had to give up Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram, and
Man, go on.
Yeah,
Man, go
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Mobley. I gave up Mobley too.
Nah, yeah,
They,
I get it. Like you
they
gave
call that
up
a
production.
fleece.
Yeah, you gave up
Yeah, they call
production,
that a
but
fleece.
yeah, yeah, Jalen was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I traded somebody for KD off his team too,
Durant. Yeah, yeah.
and I'm
This ain't
still
even the
losing.
squad you started with.
Oh no, not at
That's a
all.
that's a whole new team he got.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still losing.
Oh yeah, I had to get you. I had to get you. Hey, but but you won 8 in a row though. So you was the hottest team in the league. Somebody had to knock you off.
Oh yeah, he had a good run.
Yeah, you had a hell of a run.
Even got me, caught me
Yeah.
sleeping.
Luckily, you had the vibe already in the bag when he got you though.
Yeah, caught me sleeping, man.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah. And that was the 7 point loss I shouted out of. That was I think that was last episode. Yeah, I
Oh
shouted out
yeah,
that seven
yeah,
point loss. So yeah, that was a close one. That
yeah,
was a nail biter right
yeah,
there. So
yeah. That was last week. Yeah,
make sure y'all don't leave points on the board. Make sure y'all don't leave points on the board for sure.
yeah.
That's the
I
difference
left
between the win and loss.
I left 75 points on the table that round. So yeah, that hurted me big time.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
appreciate it.
Like like they say, if you sleep, you beat, huh?
You sleep,
Yeah,
yeah. You sleep, you beat. Yeah,
yeah.
that's how it go. That's how it go. My I ain't gonna lie. My best player when I'm factoring in dependability and all that, I gotta go Sengun.
Oh
He
yeah.
missed a
Yeah,
couple games, for like illnesses, but he ain't really been hurt. He do his thing when he out there. He ain't the best scorer. I thought he was a better scorer than what he actually is, but he one of the ones that do a little bit of everything too.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
He's solid.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He a triple double threat.
yeah, yeah. What
Hmm.
baby Jokic?
Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah. Them bigs, man. That's the one thing I do hate that you can't have more than five bigs. Well, at least centers.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
that would be my thing. I mean, I know you can't have all centers, but them bigs is reliable, man, with the rebounding and the inside scoring. To me, that's definitely
yeah. You'll break the league though. With all that's the thing.
oh
You
yeah,
got
that's
somebody like Klingen, like you got Donovan Klingen. That was a good scoop, and I
hmm.
saw, and I
Oh
noticed
yeah.
you ain't never put him back out there.
Oh nah. I picked him up. I picked him up and he put up numbers and I ain't never let him go.
Yeah, I think I might have mentioned him on like the second or third episode. And
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah.
it was real early. And I know I saw you scooped him, and I ain't gonna lie, he be hooping though. He'll
Oh
double
yeah.
double watch every night.
Oh yeah.
Every
Yeah. I
night.
can rely on old Clingan.
Yeah. So hey, find value before everybody else do. You able to hold on to it. You able to clinch the buy like Keedric did, by grabbing clinging. So yeah, that was a good scoop. That's good management work. That's what you want to see. That's what keep the league competitive. That's what help you get to them fantasy championship runs too. You know what I mean? They ain't just based on highlights. They ain't based on your favorite player. You got to go with the data over, how you feel about somebody. That's what's gonna help you get them dubs. So, all right. So we hit on the rookie impact. You know what I mean? So we talked about, I know Cal saying a rookie, where we spoke about Harper and how the Spurs are loaded. You know what I'm saying? There's a few rookies out there that's hooping. KJ, I'm gonna swing it to you first. Which rookie stood out the most to you this season?
Um, Probably it had to be Khan.
Con,
Khan been hooping.
yeah, he hooping.
I didn't think he was gonna do all that. Man, I
He
think
probably,
he up there with threes too. I think he may be leading for rookie wise.
yeah, he probably gonna win rookie of the year though. I think Cooper probably done missed too many games.
Yeah,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, but Charlotte hooping too though. That show you right there. They healthy. It's the healthiest they done been in a long time this late in the year, and I think I saw Thursday they was 16-3 in their last 19 games, so they balling.
yeah. As long as LaMelo ain't pulling half quarters, I think they'll be all right.
I ain't gonna lie, he hitting some of them too though.
He hit like 10 the other night.
he had 10.
10 threes.
Hmm.
Yeah, he hooping. He hooping. Yeah, so Con, that's a good one. So hey, if you was able to scoop him, good work. Cause yeah, he might win rookie of the year this season. That's a great pick. Keedric, who you got? Which rookie stood out the most to you this season?
I guess I like VJ Edgecomb. I just like his tenacity. Just tough
Yeah,
all around. Don't back down. Just a strong rookie that he got to get better. So I know he didn't kind of flatten out a little bit, but yeah, VJ solid in my book. You know, I
got that
think every
old
year,
school mindset.
yeah, that old school game, just tough mentally and just gonna bring it every night. So yeah, that's what
Why?
stood out.
Why you think he flattened out a little bit? You think it's just inconsistency in their lineup, or or just that rookie wall? What you think?
Yeah, probably a little bit of that. Rookie wall, and probably just with not winning, consistently. Sometimes rookies don't shine as much as they could when the team kind of start going on a losing streak. Injuries with Embiid, all that probably played a factor, but yeah, I feel like he flattened out a little bit. I mean, I know he still have good games, but like he came out the gate hot.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
So
did. Then Paul George supposed to be coming back. I think. uh, I believe March 13th. So that's probably gonna mess with his role a little bit.
yeah,
But
yeah, that
but
ain't
no, he definitely was good. He definitely had a strong start though. Yeah.
hmm
That kind of lead to the point though, Rick is tricky. Fantasy, you know what I mean? Minutes fluctuate, roles change, injuries, lineup switches. I'm sure with MB, another day-to-day guy, that don't help. You know what I mean? When you don't know every day if he gonna play or not. So yeah. So but that's a good one though. He did start off strong, VJ did, Khan a strong one. So yeah, them two good picks, for the rookies that stood out this season. I'm gonna be biased though. I gotta go with Cooper. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Probably that first month of the season, he didn't. I know Kid was talking about running them at point to kind of make them grow,
Yeah,
and he struggled. He definitely struggled being at point early, but right before he got hurt here recently, I ain't gonna lie, he was on another level.
Oh yeah, Coop. Yeah, yeah, Coop solid. I mean, he impressed me a little bit. I mean, you heard his name a lot, coming into the season. So, I was thinking maybe he a little overhyped, but hey, he stepped up. He showed he had some talent. So
Yeah,
can't deny that.
he
yeah,
tougher than what he looked to. Go ahead, KJ.
Yeah.
yeah. I think Kid putting him at point guard. It hurt them at first, but I think he ended up. It definitely helped his confidence and him
Mm-hmm.
not being worried about nothing once he got back to his regular position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Because early you could see it like him trying to facilitate for everybody probably was too much,
Yeah,
but in the long run, it's gonna help him more than it hurt him.
yeah. His decision making,
Oh
his
yeah.
clutch gene.
Yeah, he athletic.
Yeah,
He can go. He definitely can
Oh
go.
yeah. Yeah. He a lot more athletic than I realized too.
And
Yeah.
he
He
a
can
little
get.
he physical. Like
he is.
he looked like
Yeah.
he wouldn't be that physical, but he physical.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he like a better Zion, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah. Got a more perimeter game than Zion. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see that.
yeah. You could tell he ain't as lazy. He gonna play a little bit more defense. He gonna
Yeah,
run a little bit more.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, I had Cooper Flag. KJ had Con Knipple from Charlotte. Keedric had VJ Edgecombe from Philly. Uh, them the rookies that stood out to us. Let us know what rookie stood out to y'all. Tap in. We're gonna keep it pushing to the fantasy lessons from this season. You know, uh, we're gonna talk about what the season taught us about fantasy basketball. Uh, what's the biggest takeaway? Keedric, I come to you first. What's your biggest takeaway from the season?
Um, that is fun. It's fun. It keep you locked into the game and make you more of a fan of the game. Over the years, I always heard about fantasy, but I never took the time to really figure out what it's really all about. But for to say this is my first year playing, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm top two in our league. So far, I'm having a good year. So I mean, I can't complain about that. But yeah, it was cool. It was fun. It was give me something extra to do to keep up with.
Yeah.
So
So you the one seed, you 14-2.
yeah,
Look like you're gonna get a dub today. So yeah. Yeah, that's a good
yeah, yeah,
takeaway.
yeah. First year out the gate. Yeah, what can I say? I
Yeah.
can't complain about that. So I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That what we want. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta
I'll
gotta
definitely be back next year.
yeah. Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Keep it competitive. We need the top managers in the league. Make
Oh
it
yeah,
harder.
yeah. I like competing. So
Yeah,
yeah.
good point. Good point. So KJ, what's your biggest takeaway from the season?
Um, how you start? It all depends on how you start that first draft, and just being a little more smart with who you pick up, because you may not be able to trade them. And also, yeah, that it was just fun. I think you need to have some need to put some money on it though.
Oh yeah, that's what
That's
we
all
that's
it's
what we
missing.
want. Yeah, that's
Oh
what we
yeah.
want.
Oh for
That's what we
sure.
want. So we'll
For
put the
sure.
hey, you heard it here. Hey, y'all want to play in the league for bread? Hey, email me. We got some slots that's gonna open up for next season. So yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Make it more competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
So
I, I actually want to touch on the point though you had about the draft. It's funny. That's what I said on on a football episode, but that's a great point. Like most seasons really lost in the draft. You know, you got a bad draft, it's hard to recover from that because now you got players that don't nobody really want. They ain't trying to really
All right.
trade for rather. So yeah, that's a great point. You know, seasons are won and lost at the draft. Great point.
Yeah,
So
I could see that.
go ahead.
No, I was saying the draft definitely is important. I mean, if you can get some good picks out the gate, but it seemed like just managing it, just tapping in every day, just taking a few minutes to look it up, look over it, pick up some streamers. You know, to me, I think that went a long ways for me. Like just getting 15, 20 points, from a couple of streamers every day, making sure you got people playing. I feel like I won a bunch of rounds just tapping in every day, just making sure I'm looking at it.
Yeah, another great point. Make sure y'all managing. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's how I play. I do streamers. I try to stream every day. So yeah, you can win or lose from a lack of, players or, if you streaming, you got hell, because you might pick up somebody who go crazy that night. And it
Oh
might
yeah,
be
you
a
get lucky. You get lucky
yeah,
every now and then.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's a good point too. Making sure you streaming as well as a great draft, and you probably gonna have a good season. So is that so your biggest takeaway? Would that be the same as what you learned from the fantasy basketball this year?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I say, it was all new to me, so I was learning as I go. So yeah, that was a big part of it. Just learning that the managing aspect of it is gonna help you win games. So yeah, that was definitely a bigger takeaway from me.
You
Yeah.
KJ?
Definitely agree with what he just said. Definitely a big lesson. I'm just thinking about who injury prone, who not injury prone, who gonna play, who just solid all around,
Mhm.
consistent. So that's definitely big.
Especially when you talk about injuries, like Sacramento, they started shutting people down, and you start looking at some of them people who was coming in replacing them.
Yeah.
Some of them had value.
And sometimes those teams that just don't be good, they gonna end up sitting the good players. So if you got a good player that's on the worst team in the league, he ain't gonna be able to put up as many numbers as if there was a better team.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Uh, yeah. I ain't gonna, yeah, I would agree with both of them for takeaways. I ain't really got nothing different. I think I will say though, I'd like to keep a couple of streamer spots open, unless it's some players that's just too good to be out there.
Yeah.
Uh that would probably be my takeaway this season that I learned is to probably have more than one streamer spot if you can, if you can afford it. And but if you can't, at least get some streamer paying attention to injuries,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because I look at for example, with Sacramento, I bring them up again. And it was a backup center. Uh,
Raynard.
nah, Raynard was hurt, but Raynard did have a nice little stretch. Oh, Cardwell, Dylan Cardwell. He had a little crazy stretch when Raynard had got hurt, and then they
Yeah.
had shut down Sabonis. So yeah, stuff like that. I think you definitely got to pay attention to. That's a good. That's a good point. I think we lost Keedric. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him.
Probably wasn't checking his his battery. His battery was
Oh, oh, it be his phone be dying.
I don't know.
All right. Well, while we wait on him, I'm gonna come. Hey, well, you the only one on here. Who you don't want to see? This quick fire. Who you don't want to see in our fantasy playoffs?
Spo. I don't really care to see Spo. You and Keedric.
Okay. Why you feel like you got a shot to win our league?
Cause I didn't beat Spo and Keedric. I just ain't beat you. But I beat you early in the league though. Whenever you
You
was dealing with
did.
all those injuries, so
You did. Yeah. Nah,
so
I ain't gonna lie. It was back and forth though. I'm
nah,
talking about the league.
yeah, it was.
So I go the same. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to see you, Keedric, Spo. I think I like my chances. I like my chances regardless, but y'all three, y'all consistently been putting up a lot of points over the course of the season.
Yeah,
Especially you during your win streak. I ain't gonna lie, you was scoring crazy numbers during your win streak. So yeah. So I definitely don't want I don't want to see if I do see y'all, I want to see y'all later or in the championship round. I say that.
yeah. I don't want to see you early.
Yeah, early, I think that's a recipe for disaster for sure.
Yeah,
Uh and then I feel like I got a shot. I like my depth. I think I got a lot of talent. Then I like that I got players. I don't have a lot of players on the same team. So
yeah,
it's a lot of chances for them to have, like for me to have 10 guys playing a night because everybody typically on a different team.
yeah. That kind of hurt me because I got Nas Reed, McDaniel's, and Ant. So
I
when they
saw that.
playing is good, but when they not playing, that's three people out right there.
Yes, yeah, that's three people. That's your entire bench
Right.
that's not playing. So so that's why I feel like I got a shot. All right, who you got? Who your finals prediction for the NBA?
I ain't gonna, it's just looking like it's up for anybody this year. I'm
I
it's
agree.
I really it's that's a hard question because it depends who come out of them first rounds. I
Yeah,
think Detroit got a good shot, but I don't think they got enough playoff experience to win it.
yeah,
OKC, they might do a back to back, but I don't really see them winning it either. I think Boston might be somebody to watch.
yeah.
Sleeping, sleep on them, and they gonna beat you.
They will, especially if Tatum healthy.
Yeah,
Especially if he healthy, they
like
they
It's March right now. He done came back, and he got April and June to get back in shape. By the time this is the second round, he may be back to how he was.
yeah, yeah. And he had a great debut too, though. What he had 16 and 12. Like he had a great day.
Yeah,
I know he ain't shoot it that good, but that's
that's
ball
gonna
though.
come with time.
Right, right. So he had a great day. So I know you gave me reasons on why everybody could make it, but if you had to pick right now today, who making it?
I'm gonna just go with my team, OKC, just because they got the championship experience and
Yeah,
they ain't dealing with no injuries right now. That's not gonna hurt them in the playoffs. So I think they got a pretty good chance of returning, and getting a back to back.
so you got OKC winning it all.
Yeah,
Okay, who you got them playing in the finals out the East?
I'm gonna say Boston. I'm gonna say Boston coming out the East.
Okay,
I don't
OKC in
see
Boston.
I don't see New York coming out. New York good, but
The Knicks gonna nick.
yeah, they gonna
They
need.
they gonna nick. I hope they win it, but they gonna nick though for sure.
Yeah, they gonna need. I ain't gonna lie, as an OKC fan, though, I am scared to see the Spurs. They done beat us 3 times in this regular season. We done beat everybody else though, but that Wemby giving us problems.
So I ain't gonna lie, that's the only thing that's keeping me from picking the Spurs to win the way. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pick the Spurs. I think when you look at who they play or when they play the top teams over the course of this season,
Yeah.
they didn't beat pretty much everybody, I think, except New York. I think New York, the only team they didn't struggle with.
They play New York the other day and beat them?
They beat them
No.
recently. You
Yeah.
saying recently?
Yeah, recently.
Let me double check. I think they did. No, I think you're right. I think they did.
I may be wrong though.
I think you're right. Yeah, they did. No. So for the cup, the Knicks won. The Knicks just won the other day, March 1st, last Sunday. And then the Spurs beat them December 31st. So they 1-2 against the Knicks.
Yeah.
So I think but I in a 7-gamer though, that could be different. They got one. But I got the Spurs. I got the Spurs coming out west. I'm gonna go, you know what? I'm gonna go a repeat of 99. Spurs Knicks for the finals.
A repeat of 99.
Yeah. Yeah. 30 years in the making. Yeah.
I mean, that'll be good. That'll be a good one though. It'll be good to see both those teams when they make it.
I ain't gonna lie though. A sleeper though, I don't trust Harden. But Cleveland, I wouldn't want to see them.
I don't got Cleveland just because of what they did last year. They was number one seed, killing everybody, and they went out the playoffs. What, first round?
Second. They struggled. They did struggle with Orlando, and then they played the Pacers.
Yeah, and Pacers killed them boys.
Yeah. How much of that you think was Garland though?
I'm not gonna say all of it was Garland, but he definitely played a part just because he a key part to their team. And I feel like he ain't show up as much as he needed to, but yeah, but it's also I think it's their bench too though. I think some of them bench players ain't step up how they needed to.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. One thing I think that Cleveland, struggled with last season that they probably, it depends on which Harden show up, is Donovan Mitchell had to do too much for them in the playoffs. Like he had to do everything. Whereas now he could just be a scorer.
Yeah, agreed. And definitely Harden opened up the flow for them bigs, the lob threats and all that. Garland wasn't doing that, so that kind of make Mobley and Jared Allen look like Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah. And we know Harden really don't want to score like that either. Like he will if he have to, but right now, at this point in his career, he ain't trying to do all that scoring. So I think that's what make Cleveland a little different. But that'll be my sleeper. In our West, I don't think y'all a sleeper, but I wouldn't be surprised if y'all win again. So and that's OKC. So yeah, I ain't counting them out.
Yeah.
All right, well, hey, we here at the end. You know what I mean? I try to, give Keedric a little time to jump back on here. You might have had some technical difficulties. But all in all, though, that was a fun episode. Hey, I appreciate you, nephew, coming on here. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate, my brother coming on here, Keedric, KJ, joining the show. I feel like we had some good conversations, some good takes, good recaps over the season. You know what I'm saying? Good luck to everybody in the playoffs. Just remember fantasy basketball, it ain't about the narratives, it's about the numbers. And if you're paying attention to the right numbers, you're going to always have an edge. Hey, I appreciate y'all for listening to the Hustle Sports Fantasy Podcast. Don't duck the smoke, create it. Numbers over narrative. I'll get at y'all.